Stop scrolling for just a moment, because what I'm about to share may completely change the way you look at inflammation, aging, and the food sitting in your kitchen right now. If you are over 60 and you wake up with stiff joints, heavy legs, foggy thinking, low energy, or that deep tired feeling that never fully goes away, your body may be trying to tell you something important. There may be a quiet fire burning inside you, slowly affecting your arteries, your muscles, your brain, your blood sugar, and even the way you recover after an ordinary day. I'm Dr. D. Miller, and for nearly 14 years, I've helped adults understand how everyday food choices can either calm that fire or feed it without them even realizing it. Welcome to Health with Dr. D. Miller. Now listen closely, because this matters. Chronic inflammation is not just about sore knees or an aching back. It is often connected to the way people age, the way they move, the way they remember, and the way they feel when they get out of bed in the morning. And here is the surprising part. Many people spend money on expensive supplements, special powders, and complicated health products, while walking right past simple foods at the grocery store that may support the body's own natural anti-inflammatory defenses. The truth is, your next small choice at breakfast, lunch, or dinner could become the first step toward feeling lighter, clearer, and stronger again. One bite, one habit, one better day. In this video, I'm going to count down 5 powerful anti-inflammatory foods, from number 5 to number 1. I'll show you why they matter after age 60, how to eat them, when to eat them, and the common mistakes that can make them far less effective. And I want you to stay until the end, because number 1 is small, affordable, easy to overlook, and it may be one of the most powerful foods most Americans are not using correctly. Before we begin, tell me in the comments how old you are and what your biggest health concern is right now. Joint pain? Brain fog? Low energy? Heart health? Belly fat? Your story matters, and it helps me make videos that truly serve you. Now, let's begin with number 5. Now, coming in at number 5, extra virgin olive oil. And before you say, Dr. Miller, I already know olive oil is healthy, stay with me, because most people are using it in a way that quietly destroys the very compounds their body needs most. Extra virgin olive oil is not powerful just because it is a healthy fat. The real value is in its polyphenols, especially a compound called oleocanthal. Think of oleocanthal as a gentle cooling signal inside your body. It does not force your immune system to shut down. It simply helps turn down the chronic background heat that can build as you get older. And after age 60, that matters more than most people realize. When you are young, your immune system is like a smart alarm. It turns on when there is danger, then it turns off when the threat is gone. But as the body ages, that alarm can become too sensitive. It keeps ringing. It keeps sending inflammatory signals. And over time, you may feel that as stiff knees, tired muscles, slow recovery, foggy thinking, or that heavy morning feeling that makes you wonder, why do I feel older than I should? This is where extra virgin olive oil can become a simple daily habit. Not a miracle, not a cure, but a quiet, steady support for your body. Start with about 1 to 1.5 tablespoons a day. Drizzle it over cooked vegetables after they come off the heat. Add it to a salad with tomatoes. Spoon it over lentils, beans, or a piece of whole grain toast. The key is consistency. A small amount every day can often matter more than a large amount once in a while, because your body responds to patterns, not random heroic moments, especially when you use it daily. But please listen carefully. Do not heat it until it smokes. When oil smokes, many of those delicate protective compounds can be damaged. If your goal is anti-inflammatory support, use extra virgin olive oil mostly as a finishing oil. Here is my favorite combination: sliced tomatoes, leafy greens, black pepper, and a generous drizzle of fresh extra virgin olive oil. It is simple, affordable, and deeply nourishing. When you buy it, choose a dark glass bottle, look for a harvest date if possible, and notice that peppery feeling in the back of your throat. That little bite is a good sign. It means your olive oil still has life in it, and your body knows the difference. Now, number 4 is wild-caught salmon. And I want you to think of salmon as more than just a healthy dinner. Think of it as a food that helps your body put out the small internal fires that can slowly steal your strength, your balance, your energy, and even your independence. The reason salmon matters so much after age 60 is because of two special omega-3 fats called EPA and DHA. These fats become part of the walls of your cells. Your brain cells, your heart cells, your muscle cells, even your immune cells, all depend on healthy cell membranes to communicate clearly. But when your diet is filled with processed foods, fried snacks, and cheap vegetable oils, those cell membranes can become stiff, irritated, and much more likely to send inflammatory signals. That is when the body starts feeling older than it should. You may notice sore joints, slower walking, weaker grip, tired legs, or a body that simply does not recover like it used to. Wild-caught salmon helps change the message. It gives your cells the raw material they need to become more flexible, more responsive, and less inflammatory. This is why I often call salmon a firefighter food. It does not just cover up discomfort. It helps support the systems that tell inflammation, the emergency is over now, you can calm down. Let me tell you about Susan Parker, a 73-year-old retired nurse from Michigan. When Susan first came to me, she was avoiding stairs, skipping walks with her friends, and quietly wondering if this was just what getting older felt like. We added salmon to her meals 2 times a week, along with more vegetables, better sleep timing, and short daily walks. After 10 weeks, she said something I never forgot. "Dr. Miller, I still have my age, but I do not feel trapped inside it anymore." That is the goal, not perfection, progress. For the best results, bake salmon, roast it gently, or cook it low and slow. Avoid burning it or deep frying it because harsh heat can damage delicate fats. Add lemon, garlic, dill, or parsley. Pair it with cooked spinach, roasted sweet potato, or a green salad finished with extra virgin olive oil. That meal supports your heart, your brain, your muscles, and your inflammatory balance at the same time. If salmon fits your diet, make it a weekly rhythm, not a once-a-year treat. Your body responds to rhythm, and salmon gives that rhythm strength. Now, number 3 is blueberries, and this is the part of the list that feels almost too easy, because blueberries taste sweet, familiar, and simple. But do not underestimate them. Those tiny blue fruits carry some of the most important plant compounds for anyone over age 60, especially if you are worried about memory, blood vessels, energy, or that slow, tired feeling that seems to build throughout the day. The deep blue-purple color comes from compounds called anthocyanins. Think of anthocyanins as protective messengers. They help your body deal with oxidative stress, which is one of the sparks that can keep inflammation burning quietly inside your cells. Now, let me explain this in a way that actually makes sense. Inside your cells are tiny energy factories called mitochondria. When they work well, you feel more steady, more alert, and more capable. But as you age, those little factories can begin to run less cleanly. They produce more waste, more irritation, and more signals that tell the body, something is wrong here. That is one reason people may feel foggy, stiff, or drained, even when they are not technically sick. Blueberries help support the cleanup process. They do not work like a stimulant. They do not force energy. They help create a better internal environment, so your brain, blood vessels, and muscles can function with less stress. Let me tell you about Carol Bennett, a 68-year-old grandmother from Arizona. Carol told me, "Dr. Miller, I am not in terrible pain, but I do not feel sharp anymore." She was forgetting little things, losing focus in the afternoon, and feeling scared because her mother had memory problems later in life. We kept her plan simple: better breakfast, a short walk after dinner, more protein, and every morning a bowl of plain Greek yogurt with blueberries, walnuts, and cinnamon. After several weeks, she smiled and said, "I feel clearer when I start my day." That is the kind of change we want. Small, steady, real. Fresh blueberries are wonderful, but frozen blueberries are just fine. In fact, they may be easier for most families because they are affordable, available all year, and do not spoil quickly. Use half a cup to 1 cup a day, Add them to yogurt, oatmeal, cottage cheese, or a smoothie. If blood sugar is a concern, pair them with protein or healthy fat. Blueberries are simple, but simple, repeated daily, can become powerful. They are easy to buy, easy to prepare, and easy to keep using when life gets busy and motivation fades again. Now number 2 is turmeric, but not turmeric the way most people are using it. This golden spice can be powerful, but only when your body can actually absorb it. And that is the part almost everyone misses. Turmeric contains curcumin, the compound most often connected with its anti-inflammatory support. But curcumin has one serious problem. On its own, your digestive system absorbs very little of it. So a person may sprinkle a little turmeric on food, feel proud, and still receive only a small part of the benefit. That is why preparation matters. If turmeric is the key, then black pepper and fat are the door that helps that key turn. Black pepper contains piperine, and piperine helps curcumin stay available longer so your body has a better chance to use it. Fat matters because curcumin is fat-soluble. In simple words, it travels better when it comes with a little healthy fat. This is why traditional golden milk makes so much sense. Warm milk or unsweetened almond milk, turmeric, a tiny pinch of black pepper, cinnamon, ginger, and a small amount of coconut milk or olive oil. That is not just a cozy drink. It is a smarter delivery system. Now let me tell you about James Walker, a 70-year-old retired contractor from Tennessee. James had lived with back stiffness for years. He was not dramatic about it. He just moved slower. He paused before standing. He stopped doing projects he used to enjoy. And one day he told me, "Dr. Miller, I do not want to feel trapped in my own body." So we kept it simple: gentle morning mobility, fewer late-night processed snacks, and a turmeric drink 4 to 5 mornings a week. After 2 months, he said, "My back is still my back, but it complains less." That is what I want you to hear. We are not chasing miracles. We are building relief through repetition. You can add turmeric to soups, eggs, lentils, chicken, rice, or roasted vegetables. But remember the rule every time: turmeric plus black pepper plus fat. And for even more support, pair turmeric with ginger. Ginger brings its own warming, calming quality, and together they create a drink or meal that feels comforting and purposeful. One important caution: if you take blood thinners, have gallbladder issues, take several medications, or are preparing for surgery, talk with your healthcare professional before using high-dose turmeric supplements. Food is powerful, but wisdom makes it safer, especially when your body is older, more sensitive, and already working hard to stay balanced each day again. Now number 1 is broccoli sprouts. Not broccoli florets, not a big bowl of steamed broccoli. I am talking about the tiny 3 to 5 day old sprouts that most people walk past in the grocery store without even noticing. They look small, almost too delicate to matter. But inside those little sprouts is one of the most fascinating food compounds studied for healthy aging support. The key compound is called sulforaphane, and sulforaphane is special because it does not just act like an outside helper. It helps wake up your body's own internal defense system. Think of it like turning on a cleanup crew that was already built into you. That system is connected to something called NRF2, which helps activate genes involved in repair, detoxification, antioxidant protection, and inflammatory balance. In plain English, broccoli sprouts help remind your body how to protect itself. And after age 60, that reminder becomes incredibly important, because the body's natural cleanup systems often slow down. You may not feel that happening right away. You may only notice that you recover more slowly, feel more tired, or seem more sensitive to stress, poor sleep, or certain foods. But deep inside, your cells are asking for better signals. Broccoli sprouts can be one of those signals. Now here is the mistake most people make. They cook them. And when you heat broccoli sprouts too much, you can damage the enzyme needed to create sulforaphane. That enzyme is called myrosinase. So the simple rule is this: eat broccoli sprouts raw, or add them after cooking. Put them on top of eggs after the eggs are done. Add them to a turkey sandwich. Toss them into a salad. Stir them into a smoothie with pineapple or lemon if you want to soften the sharp flavor. or place a small handful on top of cooked broccoli after it comes off the heat. Let me tell you about Frank Mitchell, a 76-year-old widower from Colorado. Frank told me, "Dr. Miller, I hate complicated health food." So I gave him one simple job: add broccoli sprouts to one meal a day. After a few weeks, he said, "This is the first healthy habit that did not feel like homework." And that is the point. You do not need a perfect diet. You need small habits you can repeat. A small handful of broccoli sprouts, several times a week, can become a powerful part of an anti-inflammatory routine, especially when you keep it simple and do it consistently daily. Tiny food, big message, and your body knows how to listen. Now let's bring everything together, because knowing the list is not enough. What matters is what you do tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, and tomorrow night. If you want to calm inflammation, do not think of this as a strict diet. Think of it as giving your body better signals, one meal at a time. For breakfast, you might start with plain Greek yogurt, blueberries, walnuts, and cinnamon. Simple, creamy, sweet enough to enjoy, powerful enough to become a habit. For lunch, maybe you add a small handful of broccoli sprouts to a turkey sandwich, a salad, or even avocado toast. Do not cook them. Let them stay raw, sharp, and alive with the enzyme your body needs. For dinner, you could choose baked salmon with cooked spinach, roasted vegetables, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil after everything comes off the heat. Then, in the evening, if it fits your health situation, you might drink warm turmeric with ginger, black pepper, and a little healthy fat. That is a full day of anti-inflammatory support without complicated rules, expensive powders, or strange foods you will quit after 3 days. So remember the 5 foods: extra virgin olive oil, wild-caught salmon, blueberries, turmeric used the right way, and broccoli sprouts. But I need you to hear this clearly. These foods work best when they replace the foods that keep feeding the fire. If you add blueberries, but still eat sugary pastries every morning, your body receives mixed messages. If you use olive oil, but snack on chips all night, inflammation still has fuel. If you drink turmeric tea, but sleep only 4 hours, your body may still struggle to recover. Food is powerful, but it works inside a bigger rhythm. Sleep matters. Movement matters. Muscle strength matters. Stress matters. Hydration matters. And yes, your relationship with your doctor still matters. So here is my challenge for you. Do not try to change everything today. Pick one food from this list and use it consistently for the next 7 days. Add blueberries to breakfast. Put olive oil on vegetables. Eat salmon twice this week. Make turmeric tea. Try broccoli sprouts on one meal a day. Then, pay attention. How do your joints feel in the morning? Is your energy steadier? Is your mind clearer? Are you moving with less hesitation? Your body is always speaking. Most people simply forget to listen. If this helped you, like this video, subscribe to Health with Dr. D. Miller, and comment with the one food you are going to try first. I am Dr. D. Miller. Calm the fire inside your body, feel stronger, clearer, and more confident, and I'll see you in the next video.